Never think someone you know, or even you, will get cancer.
And you will never know that fighting it can ruin you financially until you have it.
Tonight, we spotlight a breast cancer survivor who has defied some incredible odds.
KMPH News reporter Rich Rodriguez joins us with Holly Carter's personal story and the staggering price she had to pay to fight cancer, right?
She is an amazing woman. I can't wait to share this story because I was just in total awe after meeting her and interviewing her. Holly Carter is a fighter who credits her faith and will to live for keeping her going. Her battle to beat breast cancer will take a minimum of 15 years, but you won't hear her complain. She's just happy to be alive. Holly Carter owns a communications company and is a single mother of 4. She communicates for companies like the Fresno Grizzlies and Crew Winery. Back in February 2009, Holly was diagnosed with breast cancer, and that's when the worry and the big medical bills became a reality.
My major and my minor pectoral muscles were both involved. All of my lymph nodes had to be removed. There was cancer in all of them except one.
Her cancer was very aggressive and required 6 months of chemotherapy and 2 months of radiation. The day before Thanksgiving, she went back to UCLA where her surgery was performed. It was time to see if her treatment was working.
And they told me that in fact it had not worked and that I was going to die.
Her chances of living were 1 in a million. Her doctors wanted to do more surgery to slow the growth of her cancer. Holly said no thank you.
When people say, I'm not afraid to die, I say, have you ever been told you're dying? If they can't answer to me, yes, then I say, you don't understand what you're saying.
Holly and her children celebrated Thanksgiving, each knowing this could be Mom's last. For 9 days, Holly struggled with her cancer and death. Running has always been her escape.
I ran visualizing that cancer was being killed. So, because when you oxygenate your body, it kills cancer. Cancer cannot coexist with oxygen.
Reflecting on 40 years of life, she admits she made some crummy decisions. She pleaded with God for one more chance.
God is God and I am not, but I felt God's grace and I really felt the presence of the Spirit, and I really felt that I was going to be given another chance. And so I began to tell people that I was not going to die.
After 9 days of being on death watch, Holly Carter was convinced she wasn't dying. She went back to her doctors and ordered them to review her medical charts.
And the phone rings. And the doctor says, Holly, how are you? And I said, well, I don't know, Doc, how am I? He said, you're fine. So they made a mistake.
Holly went from terminal to 50-50. Odds Holly says she can live with. Holly had medical insurance, but her out-of-pocket expenses to date teeter on 6 digits.
I stopped counting this morning when I got to $98,000 out of my pocket. That's not counting the monthly visits to UCLA and the gas and the depreciation and the meals, and that's not counting garments that you have to wear. Oh, insurance costs? Oh my goodness. I'm a $1 million baby.
It's taken a small fortune for Holly to fight cancer. Breast cancer's economic burden for the U.S. exceeds $209 billion a year in lost productivity and medical costs. According to the National Opinion Research Center, breast cancer patients with health insurance spend on average $6,553 out of pocket. Holly's medical bills are anything but average. A lot has changed since she's learned she's not dying. She's changed doctors, started up her own business, and now pays a steep price for COBRA insurance. She's had more than 20 surgeries to reconstruct her body. But since her new lease on life, Holly says there are no bad days.
I declared war on that sucker, and I still do.